What's going on YouTube? Joe Miner 3131 back again alongside JS Miner 87 with another main slate breakdown here on the DFS Quarry channel on YouTube. 5 games we're looking at here for Monday. Nothing too bad. We got games going on. Shit sucks. Having a bad day. I'm actually in a slump, man. It's been like 3 days in a row. Just getting pounded. Bunch of shit. So it is what it is. But with that being said, Jared, your day about the same. Nothing real good.
Nothing real good. I've been in the slump here a little bit myself. So I went light today, just played in a couple contests. I had another entry or two that just didn't fill, so they got wiped out. So no big deal. I'm just hoping to get that. We were talking earlier, netting 70 cents to the green, and I'll take that. And I think that'll give me a boost of hope and to start the week off. Because like you said, past 3 days, I'm glad to get this week passes.
The weekend just sucked for me all the way around. It sucked in every aspect of everything. Yeah, I'm ready to get the weekend over. So it is what it is. Let's dwell on it. We'll best part of DFS. You know what I mean? We get to play tomorrow. With that being said, all the stuff we'll knock out here first in the beginning. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you would, please subscribe to the channel. We've cleared that 100 subscriber mark, that giant century mark. We didn't think we were going to get there until mid-January sometime, so we're a little ahead of schedule. We appreciate that. We're going to hold a contest here. We were actually just talking about before we come on the air, figuring out a way we're going to be able to do this. Like we said, the winner of the contest, you got to be a subscriber to be entered. So if you're not subscribed, get in there, man. Get your name in there as fast as you can. Winner of the contest is going to get a free NHL hat, team of the winner's choice. So I'm sure everybody that's subscribed to the channel will want a Pens hat. That's awesome. We'd appreciate that. Showing us the Yenzer Pittsburgh love there. What else do I need? Oh, we do have a Slack channel. If you guys want to jump in the Slack with us at all, let your email below in the comments or hit me up at DFS Quarry, and I'll send the email invite out to you, and you can go ahead and come over and join us. Normally pretty hopping. Depends. Sundays are slow. Wasn't much going on in there today. I think everybody's concentrating on football. You know how that goes. And I think some people were playing a lot of basketball, maybe too, on the weekends. Hockey's just confusing on the weekends, man. It's just nothing is right. But whatever. Let's get into it, Jared. What do you say, huh?
Yeah, let's do this. 5-game slate. Yeah, it shouldn't take us too long, but there's plays here.
Yeah, there's definitely enough options, I think, out of 5 games. I don't see nothing blowing up too much here. I could probably be able to hit 50-50 lines with a 25 score or something like that. First game up, St. Louis Blues heading into Philadelphia, take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers being a -115 home favorite, over-under of 6 here. Looks like we're going to have Bennington in the net for St. Louis, and he is confirmed. And we're going to have the young phenom, Carter Hart. He is also confirmed in the net. What do you like here, Jared?
Well, I like this game to go for goals, to be honest here. Over under 6. I'm going to take over here. And this is one where you almost you can look at the past 5 games, but when you really look across the 5 games, you're not going to see a lot of great numbers jumping out at you. The great numbers you see jumping out at you might be the price tags you can get on stack costs here. So for me, I'm going to, like, I hate to say gut feelings and stuff, but against the goalie with Bennington here, I'm going with this first line of Claude Giroux, Sean Couturier, and Travis Konechny. That's going to be my play on the Philly side if I were to play the Philly. You don't see a lot of shots here, but the good thing is Philly is home ice here. So hopefully Philly can take advantage of a weaker goalie, but that's what I like here. If you want to play off stats here, Voracek with 12 shots at 5,500 on the second line. That's where stats are showing. Oscar Lindblom at 2,500 with 10 shots in the past 5. He might be your play. But for me, I'm just going to pure gut feeling along with some stats of a weak goalie such as Bennington just getting his feet wet in the NHL here. I like that first line of Philly. Going down defensively here, I think you could look at certainly Travis Sanheim. That's who I was thinking of. He's got a goal last game, but he does have 10 shots, 13 blocks at 3,500. A great value play at that. Goes to spare at $5,000. I still have no issues if you want to run goes to spare. You know, he's got 12 shots, 11 blocks in the past 5. So you're looking at 2 shots a game, 2 blocks a game. You get that, you're 2 points at 5,000. So I'll take that floor at $5K. Carter Hart, he's gonna be not crossed off my list at this point. I want to say I don't want any goalie, but if I did want any, it's going to be Carter Hart. So he's not crossed off my list, but I'm not super on him. Going over here to this St. Louis team, they're actually a little bit more appealing to numbers-wise. You certainly see Ryan O'Reilly, 6,400 with 6 points and 14 shots in the past 5 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. You see David Perron at 4,900, 1 goal, 6 assists. That's a great value there at 4,900. Then you go down, Jaden Schwartz, 23 shots and 2 assists in the 5 games at 5,100. Maybe. It's alarming that you haven't scored at all in 23 shots. What kind of shots are these is what you would ask. 2,900 for Robert Thomas on that second line. If you'd want to one-off play him, I could see that being your one-off play. Maybe 2 goals and 1 assist in 5 games, keeps up, and he gets another assist or something tomorrow. Could be a play there. Tarasenko back on that third line with Bozak. This is a value third line, actually, if you would want to stack Bozak and Tarasenko. I'd want to investigate this a little bit more on left wing lock. I don't have those numbers ahead of me, but how much was Tarasenko with Bozak? And if he's actually going to be, you know, a lot of ice time together, I would want a Bozak-Tarasenko pairing against this Philly team, to be honest. Going at the defensively here, I think Colton Parayko at 4,700 is the play I'm aiming at. I'm not going to be interested in Tarasenko. I played Vince Dunn the other night. He didn't do much for me. And like I said, Bennington, I have no interest in. And like you said, Joe, it was confirmed on both ways, and you get a daily face-off, and they have nothing. This is why you can't fall victim to not, keeping up. That last 10 minutes before the slate starts, jump on there and make sure you got a nice pee or something by your goalie.
Yeah, I don't want no Bennington. I don't even want Hart, I don't think. He could do well here. Hart could, but I don't know. I don't think I want to go here for a goalie. I guess St. Louis side here, I'm not really in love with St. Louis side here, but obviously it's Ryan O'Reilly. Paired up with Perron. I like that. I like Jaden Schwartz paired up with Braden Shen. I like that. Bozak and Tarasenko, like you said, that's kind of interesting. I'd like to see how that number-wise works out, how often they were on the ice together. Really don't want a defenseman off of these guys at all. If I did, it'd be Parayko, not Pietrangelo. I'd take the savings and take Parayko. But realistically, I mean, most of my attention will be directed towards the guys on the top power play unit, not necessarily the top power play unit, but just the guys that are on there. You have Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz, and Tarasenko, all 4 on the top power play unit. And they got Vince Dunn up there with them. I'm just not interested in that. Bennington, I can't do that. I kind of like Philly to win this game. I'm not certain they will, but I'm sort of leaning that way. I think you said the top line with Claude Giroux and Sean Couturier and Travis Konechny. It's pretty interesting. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Looks like they switched up their second line here. What they do with Simmons. So they brought up Oscar Lindblom to the second line and sent down Simmons because they also took up JVR's on the third line now. JVR's out of play for me on the third line. I don't like that at all. I don't even like Simmons on the third line. Lindblom is a price for me now. Price play at 2,500 on the second on the second line here. I don't like Nolan Patrick at all. Jakub Voracek, maybe. He would be my only second line play, I think. I like Giroux, Couturier, and Voracek. Are they on the same power play unit? Yeah, they are. With Wayne Simmons and Shane Gostisbehere. Defensively, Gostisbehere is 5K. It's a pretty decent price for him. I could play the Ghost. I played Sanheim the last time out and got that goal. It really wasn't his goal. I think it went off TJ Brody's skate. I'll take it anyway. It was points. I like that. I think that was on the early slate Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So I do like Sanheim at 3,500 as well. This is an okay play. I think you can play both sides. I don't want a goalie. Let's move on. Next game up on the slate, we don't have a line for. Nashville heading into Toronto to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. I seen Rene projected and Hutchinson in the net for Toronto is confirmed. Jared, what do you like in this slot fest?
Well, just to let everyone know, yeah, Tarasenko was paired with Bozak, and it looked like he was the fourth most. Last game, they had got 12.6% of ice time on the with that Sanford Bozak Tarasenko last game. So it's not just a daily face-off kind of practice line. They were paired up for most of the game. So this one here, on paper, it's harder to read. Two of the top teams in the league here when you look at it across. It's hard for me to think that Hutchinson's going to be a shutout machine like he was the last game against Vancouver. So I do have interest in the Nashville side. Whether you wanted to call it the Johansson-Arvidsson line combination there on that first line, I can see you running that way. An interesting approach might be to run. I'll tell you what, you could actually get away with running Arvidsson with Craig Smith and Kevin Fiala stack and leaving out Johansson, Yarncrook, and Hartman. And that's strictly more so shot reasons here. I like Craig Smith and Fiala a little bit more than Johansson, Yarncrook. Third line, I'm not really interested tomorrow. It's hard to – if you're going to completely if you're going to completely scratch this game off and want maybe a little piece of the pie, this could be the situation Nick Bonino excels in on that third line where he gets a goal. Nick Bonino is usually this is like his type of game, honestly. So it could be Rocco Grimaldi on that fourth line. If you want to GPP play that and take it 2 goals and 3 assists and 8 shots for 2,600, it's hard to debate that. I mean, these are 5 points in 5 games with no power play points. So there's been some value there on Grimaldi. Now, the thing of Grimaldi is this is the one where you investigate again and see where did he score those goals. It's a value because if Nashville somehow had an injury, let's just say like Watson was injured or something, just for sake of argument, he's up there on that third line getting those assists and stuff, and it's not really valid anymore. So this is what we mean by the first take. We can give you a Grimaldi. 5 points in 5 games at 2,600 is impressive, but it's your job a little bit to take that to the next step of finding out where was that at, because he's on a line with Gaudreau there, Frederick Gaudreau, and Phil Di Giuseppe, and those guys have 1 point combined. So my gut tells me it wasn't on these guys. I don't see that, and he's not on the power play, so it was either like shorthanded stuff or something there. So Grimaldi, I'm going to scratch off, as I talk through that. Defensively, these guys have some great defensive value here. You got Ryan Ellis at 4,900. He's got 3 points in 5 games, 11 shots and 12 blocks. Great numbers there. Matthias Ekholm, 1 goal, 5 assists, 14 shots, and 6 blocks in the past 5, 4,800. Great value there. And you know what? Tomorrow, PK Subban, he's on my list too. Why not? 5,300, 1 goal, 2 assists, 10 shots, 6 blocks. I'm probably liking Subban a little bit more tomorrow, just because of his veteran presence. I think is going to be a little bit more valued against a team like Toronto, especially on the road. For me, I don't want a part of Rene. So let's go over this Toronto side. Toronto, we certainly seen Austin Matthews getting some goal love there last game. Where do you want to take this? When they're on home ice, I think you still go Mitch Marner and Tavares as your prime pair. Connor Brown, you can even stack it up that way. I unfortunately had Mitch Marner, and he got me 0 last game. And when this happens, I have to look, did he get hurt? I go to my live odds app and see, did he get hurt? No, he was playing. So maybe look for Mitch Marner even as a one-off to say this is a retaliation game, not so much, but a bounce-back game, we'll call it. So Austin Matthews with Nylander. I'm not a fan of the second-line stack. I rather do Austin Matthews a one-off here. Andreas Johnson, I don't think at 4,700 is enough consistent value for me. Going down here, no interest in the third line. Or the fourth line, you could potentially see a GPP play with Frederick Gauthier and Trevor Moore, potentially. But cash game play, I'm not doing that either. Morgan Riley, 6,200, he's still in play because every given day he has a chance at points. So until that stops, I think Morgan Riley is always going to be in play. No Jake Gardner for me. 2,600 Igor Ozagonov. I never mind taking a chance on that because you never know what one game can do. So if I'm really struggling, I want more money on my offensive value, or I want to upspend on my goalie to make sure I get that 3 points for a win. Maybe Igor Ozagonov there gets a light lit up under him, says, I'm excited getting that goal last game. This is going to be great. And he gets a little streak going. So he could be a nice little defensive value play. And like I said, Hutchinson is just too risky against a well better team than Vancouver without Pettersson. I want to add that there because Pettersson being out was a huge loss for Vancouver last game, hands down. So that's where I'm at.
I hate playing Nashville because I can never get them right. And I'm only going to recommend 2 guys from here for Nashville. The only 2 guys I'm going to play are Kevin Fiala and Craig Smith. Only 2 forwards. And the only reason I think that is because don't you think that they're going to run Toronto being, at home with choice of line? Don't you think they're going to run Matthews' line up against Ryan Johansson's line? I think if they do that, Matthews' line being a little better defensively will shut down Johansson. I mean, Austin Matthews is going to be the best skater on the ice here tomorrow. So It's only Fiala and Smith for me. Arvidsson, I think, is just a little pricey at 6.7K. I mean, these defensive guys are okay, but like, I guess pick a dart, right? Ekholm and Ellis. Ekholm's 48, Ellis is 49. Go dart throw, I guess. I don't know what to do with Nashville here, man. I prefer teams that only listen. I prefer teams like Colorado where it's the top line only, or Dallas where it's the top line only. You know, this here, you know what I mean? Nah, I can't trust that. Um, Toronto side here. I'll head over there. And I don't want no goalie, regardless of whether it's Rene or Saros for Nashville. Um, I don't like them. And Toronto side, yeah, I like Tavares and Marner. Pricey. I mean, you're looking at 15K for those two together. It's expensive. Matthews is 8K with Nylander at 41. Okay, I guess. Um, I mean, you could run Johnson as well, I guess, at 47. That's not too bad over the last 5 year. Um, at 4,700 though, you need him to get an assist or a goal. You got to have it. He's one goal with 2 assists over the last 5. I don't mind a shot there, I guess, just to finish out that stack of Matthews and Nylander. That line combo, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that's about it for me, I think. Riley at 6,200. He's fair. I just don't want to pay that. And I don't want no Hutchinson. I don't know where the hell I'm getting my goalie tomorrow, but I don't like that either. I like Tavares and Marner because I really think Matthews' line goes up against Johansson's line. And I think, the pairing of Tavares and Marner going up against Youngkrok's line, if that's the line they get, man, they'll crush. Yeah, Justin, I agree. Nylander is still not in form, or Toronto lost their ass in that contract, one of the two. But either way, it don't look good so far. That's all I got here, guys. There's two plays. I gotta like Toronto to win this one, man, but I could really see this being low scoring. I don't like this game. There's a reason that there's not a line out yet on this game. It's just iffy. I mean, if somebody's got a better take, man, that's watching the video now or later on, let it in the comments below. If you got a better take on how you play Nashville, I'd like to hear it. And I'm not just saying that. I really would like to hear how you figure out who you want to play from Nashville. If you pair Tavares Marner, how do you leave off Brown for only 2,900? The fact that he's not with him all the time, that'd be the only reason, Raiders. If I'm letting off Brown, when I say that, the only reason I never play them, I only ever play a pairing for Toronto. I don't know why. It's not really I don't know why. But if Brown had power play time with Marner and Tavares, I'd love it. But he doesn't. That would be my only reason why. Can you do it, Raiders? Absolutely, you can do it. I mean, you're getting a top line left winger at 2,900. You know what I mean? I mean, it's almost, he's almost. Well, Connor Brown is certainly a great cash play, regardless at 2,900, first line left winger. Why not? Next game up on the slate, Minnesota Wild heading into Montreal to take on Coles, Montreal Canadiens, aka the Habs. And let's hope the Habs have a better outing tomorrow than they have in a while, right? A couple games here, man. And besides that, let's go, Canadians. You owe me some damn money from that last game out. Max Domi, Jonathan Drouin, I'm talking to you. I think I got a combined 2.5 points from them cats the last time out. Make me sick. Oh, Jared. Dubnik in the net, Price in the net, Montreal -120 home favorite, over under 6. Pretty much a pick 'em. What do you got?
We were talking about this game here a little bit earlier. I really want exposure to this game here. 6 goals. I look for it to go over the 6 goals, and I look for there to be DFS value. I think that Montreal is certainly going to stack their best defensive line here against this second line that's been very good. Zach Parise, Charlie Coyle, Luke Kunin. And a great value. And, 6,100 for Parise. He's got 4 goals, 5 assists, 23 shots, and 4 blocks. And that, my friends, is all even strength or shorthand, whatever you call it. I don't even think he plays shorthand. So that's even strength goals or assists. No power play points and 9 points. That's crazy production with Charlie Coyle. And Charlie Coyle's got 6 points in 5 games at 5K. You know what that does to me, Joe, is I think that draws the attention there. Montreal's going to pair up. They're going to try to take that line out. And I think that's really going to open the door for Jason Zucker, Eric Stahl, and Mikael Granlund on this first line here. Certainly, these guys have really been slow lately, with Stahl having 1 goal in 5 games out of all 3. We know what these guys are capable of. I mean, how many times have we seen this stack really go off? And it's really been that line. I think Parise might have been with Stahl and Granlund before, but Zucker, Stahl, and Granlund could be a hot play tomorrow. I'm not saying stack them because there's only one goal among the 5 for a reason here. But even if you wanted to take a little bit of exposure and use this as a one-off play, I would not have any issues going against that. Looking down, Koivu on that third line at 4,600. He does got power play time. Yeah, it could be a one-off play there or a stack with, let's go down to see where Koivu's power play is. Koivu's on that second power play. Yeah, if you wanted to pair him with Coyle and you wanted to do like Charlie Coyle and Mikko Koivu, it could work out. And that would be my play there if I was going to pair those up. Going to the defense here. Spurgeon, 5,400, has had incredible production over the past 5. 3 goals, 2 assists, 10 shots, 16 blocks, 25 minutes of ice time here. That's great. I'll take that 5,400 there. And that's all I really want from the defensive side here. Interest in Dubnik? I think not. It is a pick 'em game. I'm not going to pick 'em on this game. You go across here. For Montreal here, I like the pair of Tatar and Janelle. At first, that's the way I was aiming. But then I thought, you know what? Gallagher not scoring and having 1 assist in 5 games really got me thinking, you know what? If he gets on track, it's going to be on home ice against a Devin Dubnik. I mean, Joe has said many times how I don't know. I think Joe's about ready to head down to the credit bureau and turn in Devin Dubnik to the credit because he owes him so much money. So I'm thinking Gallagher with Tatar or Gallagher with Tatar is a play tomorrow. And I really think that Gallagher gets on the board because he's been cold for so long. Going down here, I think you can make a case to run Drew with Domi and leave Byron out. But for me, it's really that first line. It's really that first line for me. And I do have interest in Shea Weber at 5,600, a little bit more than Petrie. So 5,600 for Weber. I like him where he sits a little bit more tomorrow. And Carey Price, I think I'm gonna take a rain check on Carey Price for tomorrow.
I think we're on a little bit opposite sides, actually. I don't want no Dubnik, although I should. I do have a lot of money invested in Dubnik, and it's not paid off. But I don't want to go there. What I would take, if I were going to play Minnesota, I like Parise, I like Eric Stahl, Mikael Granlund. Jason Zucker, I guess, is okay. I think that's it for me. I don't want nothing really defensively for these guys. It's really their top guys. And primarily it's going to be Parisi, Stahl, and Granlund for me. Those three. Montreal side now, I do have more interest there. I'm going right back to the well. Like I just said, I was on Domi and Druin last game out. I'm going to go right back to him. Max Domi, Jonathan Druin, they're cheap. Druin's 5K, Max Domi's 54. We know that they're better than what the paper shows and the numbers are showing here lately. So you could run Paul Byron with him too. That would be okay at 4,300. I'm not against your Tatar Gallagher call at all. I don't mind that. Denault's playing better. Esperi Kotkaniemi. I like that. I think he got me an assist the last time I played him. So it is, man. It's line 2 for me, and I also like Weber a lot. I'm with you there with Weber a lot, but I like Jeff Petrie as well at 5,500. So either Weber or Petrie for me is a good call. Yeah, readers, I think you're right. The Domi line is the shutdown line, but who are they shutting down? I mean, that's just sort of how I'm looking at it. Okay. Raiders said they'll be against the Coil line. They probably will be against the Coil line, man, but do you think the Coil line can – I don't think they can just shut down Druin and Domi. I don't know. I don't know. I like Domi and Druin. Raiders is just trying to talk me off of him so he can play him himself. I'm playing him. And I do like Weber and Petrie. And I like Carey Price, man. I don't know. Whatever. I think it's a pretty decent game. I like Price. Next game up, Calgary Flames heading into Chicago to take on the Chicago Blackhawks, who are currently on a back-to-back for this game. Calgary visiting -170, over under of 6 in this game. I know, Raiders, you're not going to play them. I'm just busting your balls, man. Relax, dude. Getting all bent out of shape. I am playing Domi and Druin, I promise you. Absolutely playing them. Jared, what do you like in this Calgary-Chicago gamer?
Well, I wanted to get your answers here. And 5-on-5 here, Druin, Domi, and Byron have 1 goal for and 5 goals against in the past 10 games. According to left wing lock, Tatar, Gallagher, and Denault on that first line have 6 goals for, 2 goals against in the past 10 games. This is 5-on-5 hockey. So just wanted to clear that and get that out to the viewers in the video. But
he's sensitive. Oh man, Raiders. Raiders is the older version of a millennial. He says he's sensitive. Oh boy. Calgary and Kev says play everybody on Calgary. I agree with him. Pretty certain you probably do too.
Yeah, I'm pretty much emptying the bank on this one here. And how can you not? I mean, Gaudreau, 5 goals, 6 assists, 20 shots. Why not? Monahan, 1 goal, 8 assists, 12 shots. 72, 77, 72, 6,800 for all these first lines. I'm okay with that. I mean, you get an even production across all 3 players when it comes to shots, at least, with the exception of Gaudreau. But they're there. I mean, they are on fire lately. Do you want to empty the bank and run Kachuk as a 4-person stack, 6,600, and basically take the cheapest goalie and the cheapest defenseman you can? It might work in a small contest lineup, to be honest. It could be a viable option in a 3 to 5-person contest tomorrow, especially with Chicago being on back-to-back. But here's my caution to this. It's Delia. They are going up against Colin Delia, who's actually been a pretty good goalie as of late. So for me, I think I want a pair. I like Gaudreau, certainly at 7,700 with that production. I'll take him. And I think I'm going to look more towards power play here. So Gaudreau on that power play, and I think I might do Kachuk at 6,600 because that's giving me top power play exposure, and it's giving me 2-line exposure. So that's going to be my play on the Calgary side. And I might even dip down here to this defensively here and try to get a play defensively as well. To answer Kevin's question here, how bad is Chicago's power play? Chicago on home ice, they draw 3.4 power plays per game. They convert 18%, and they are 18th in the league on their power play. So that's power play. Penalty kill, they draw 2.76, or they take 2.76 penalties per game, and they are 25th in the league. So they're definitely a terrible penalty kill team, which might open the door to that Calgary power play. Defensively here, though, maybe Travis Hamonic here. 9 shots, 12 blocks, 1 goal, and 4,400 might be my play there. Giordano's just too much money at 6,300 for me. Brody at 3,600. He could be. You could swap between Brody and Hamonic, I think, but I'm more on Hamonic for me. No Hannafin for me. Well, Hannafin is an interesting one. 6 goals in 5 games, but he doesn't shoot or block as much. So, what's that?
Assists. You said goals.
Oh, assists. Sorry. Yeah, 6 assists. It's a good number, but if he doesn't get that assist, you might be there. So or be at 0. So I like Hamonic a little bit more. And I think we saw his projected Mike Smith. I don't got interest in Mike Smith. Going over the Chicago side on the back-to-back, I do like where they are, at least for a little game stack action here. Kane, 7,800. You're not going to be able to play Kane. Let's be honest. If you are on that Calgary stack, you're nowhere near going to afford it. That being said, maybe Dylan Strom's in play at 4,700. Kane's action came on the power play. So looking at this power play that's been hot, DeBrincat at 6K, great option there. So who's DeBrincat paired with? DeBrincat, they got him on the 3rd line now. Yeah, DeBrincat only has value on that power play, really. So maybe DeBrincat and maybe Dylan Strome combination and stay away from Kane. That could be a good play there. And certainly 4,700 for 7 points and 12 shots in the past 5 games. Dylan Strome's at a fair price. Colin Delia. I haven't crossed him off. But I really do favor the Calgary side. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to play Colin Delia, but I think people could make an argument for him. But for me, I'm going to steer clear.
This is pretty simple for me here. Calgary, it's the top 2 lines, right? That's who you want. Who do I want? I want line 2 because I think all the ownership's going to go to Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm. So let me take Kachuk, Backlund, and Bennett at less ownership. Don't mind Frolik either off the 3rd line. Jankowski off the 3rd line. Don't mind either one of those 2 either. Don't want no part of Neil. He ruined Neil. I don't know why Calgary did that. Defensively, Giordano is in play. It's a little expensive at 6,300. I'm a Travis Hamonic guy lately here. I don't mind Noah Hannafin either at 4,500. I'd play both those guys, no problem. I don't want Mike Smith if it is Mike Smith. I don't want Riddick if it's Riddick either. My thing is I have no clue what to expect out of Chicago here. So this is all first take. I think Calgary is gonna, I think Calgary is gonna slap Chicago around here a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, when you were 4-year-old little kid and you wouldn't stop nagging your old man, you were in the store and before you knew it, you were getting gripped up by the cuff of the neck, and he was bouncing your head off the side of the grocery cart, without anybody noticing. I kind of think that's what Calgary's gonna do here. I think they're gonna bounce Chicago's head off the side of the wall here a little bit, man, and just slap them around. So I don't want no Chicago. I believe if you're gonna play someone from Chicago, make it Patrick Kane. I understand he's 7,800, but look, just look at his numbers. He's worth 7,800. Alex DeBrincat at 6K, he's worth that as well. And that's pretty much where I'd stay. I wouldn't go anywhere else. And as far as Delia goes, I think you can keep Delia in play, but like I said, that would be a major GPP for me because I think Calgary's going to come out and just slap them around here pretty heavy. Let's head into the last game. Los Angeles Kings heading into San Jose to take on the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks are a minus 225 home favorite in this game. 5.5 over under should it be Jonathan Quick and Marty Jones. Jared, what do you like here? Noticing that San Jose is giving up 3.4 goals a game over the last 10.
I think I have to be on the San Jose side. I mean, I think that's where 31 goals for in the last 10 as well. So they are scoring a ton of goals as they are, but goaltending is really where their issue is. You were saying they give up 3.6. That is coming off of they've allowed the least amount of shots on goal in the past 10 games.
Yep. Yet they're giving up 6 shots a game.
Yeah. So you got to like the Kings for that at least, right? You got to put something on the Kings. So let's go to the Kings first here. Dustin Brown at 5,400 with Kopitar. Now, let's just say that that's where their exposure is, and that's where the Kings want to use whatever defensive value they can to stop this team. And they're not very good defensively. The only thing is they've spent every bit they can on defensemen that are good at offense. And so that's what they got with Carlson and Burns. So for me, I like this second line a little bit more with Carter and Leipzig. Hagelin's back. I didn't know that. Hagelin is back. Carter gets first line power play. So I like Carter. I might even pair him with Kopitar at least and keep that, and then run Doughty here at the defense. If I really wanted to play like 5 or 6 lineups, a king stack could be in order here. I'm going to be honest. I'm probably playing 3 lines tomorrow, and I don't see the Kings in any of those. But I'm just telling you what you can play. So that's where my plays would be. Doughty, like I said, he's earned his 5K price tag at least in the past 5 games. Defensively, that's all you can play. So don't know. Quick, I don't want any part of that. So going over to this San Jose team, we got Rattle on that first line, 2,900. I'm there, dude. He got a goal the other night, 2 goals and 2 shots over the past 5. That's insane. I'll take my luck, take my chances with him and Couture and Meyer. Let's just get a look here before I go too far out of tangent. So the Kings have allowed 14 goals in the last 10, I believe. So they've done a little bit better defensively. The leader is 9 goals with the Islanders, 11 goals with the Vegas Golden Knights, 13 goals with the Dallas Stars, and then 14 goals here. So you don't want to go too heavy here thinking that it's going to be huge. I'd like maybe a pair. Maybe you use your opportunity for this to be like a Carlson and Brent Burns kind of thing and stay away from the forwards, because you can almost guarantee that Carlson or Burns is going to be in on the scoring. No, Cole, I think something fell in the bathtub. God, you got to hate suction cup things in the bathtub. So the wife didn't throw anything. If she did, it missed. I like Martin Jones at least for the win tomorrow. I do like Martin Jones for the win.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Marty Jones is going to win this game. I mean, the Kings would be a tournament play for me, obviously, if you want to run Kopitar and Brown. No Kovalchuk love for me. Nothing for Iafallo either. Maybe Jeff. Nah, I don't. Jeff Carter, yeah, 4K, okay. The Kings are ugly. They're ugly on paper. They're ugly in real life. It is what it is. Defensively, Jake Muzzin at 41. I don't mind that. Drew Doughty at 5K is okay as well. And Quick, no way. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, Kings are a tournament play. San Jose should win this game pretty handily. But, you know, this is DFS hockey, and variance does exist, man. So, any team can win at any time, man. I like Couture and Meyer. Rattle, I guess. 2,900 is very, very, very cheap. Joe Thornton with Joe Pavelski. That's a nice pairing. Thornton is only 3,100. That's a great price. Pavelski's 65. That's still okay though. He's worth the 65. There's still some upside in that price, I think, as well. I've been mentioning I like the way this third line looks here. 5,600 for Kane, 5,800 for Tomas Hertl, and 3,800 for Jonas Donskoy. I'm probably going to run a line tomorrow with that line combo of San Jose line 3. Defensively, I think you can find enough value on the slate to come over here and just get one of these big boys, man. Carlson or Brent Burns, and be done with it. Just end it there. And if you just need that goalie win, I agree with Jared that Jones is in line for the win. That's all I got there, man. So you want to jump into the game, and then we can get out of here. No?
Yeah, let's do the game here.
All right. Yeah, you gave it to me yesterday to go first. I will go ahead and let you go first with your diamond stack.
For me, the diamond stack here, I think I got to go second line Chicago with Artem Anisimov, Dylan Strome, and Patrick Kane.
Okay. I'm taking Montreal line 2. Jonathan Drouin, Max Domi, Paul Byron. What you got for your snowflake?
I'm going to go up here to this St. Louis Blues game here. And I'm going to say St. Louis Blues line 1 with Ryan O'Reilly, David Perron, Alex Steed.
Interesting. I'm taking Nashville line 1. Hartman, Johansson, and Arvidsson. Snowflake stack. What you got for your Boulders Award? Diamond stack, Nashville 2. You pick Raiders. Turtle's doing well, not sure. Kevin, I'm just going with Daily Faceoff has him with Kane and Donskoy. What's your boulders?
Boulder. I don't see any, but you know what? I got to say Devin Dubnik.
Ooh, direct head-to-head. Direct head-to-head on the boulder picks. I'm taking Carey Price. Oh, Cole, you're taking hard for the shutout, dude.
He was my second pick, Cole.
I didn't even look at him. Oh, boy. Oh, Toronto's going to give up goals, certainly. I agree with that, Raiders.
This might be the first time we went direct head-to-head though with the Boulder all year.
I think so. Do we have a final on the Pens game?
But it's 4-3 right now, Chicago.
It's almost over, ain't?
No, 10 minutes left.
Oh, there's 10 minutes left.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, history matters, bud.
Not all the time. Germany mattered in the 40s. Now, I mean, how much are they mattered now?
I'm just telling you, though. Tell me when you don't see that stat. I don't understand how you don't, like, to me, that was instant reserve. I didn't look that up the last time they played.
You know, Cleveland Browns were good in the 50s.
Well, I'm not going back to the 50s.
We're changing eras.
Chicago has won 12 of the last 14.
That's still got to go back like 6, 7, 8 years.
It's since 2010.
Yeah, 9 years.
Okay. But think about it, man.
Look at you're going back so far. The one player from 9 years ago is now on their roster or in their coaching staff with Mark Recchi.
Let me ask you a question. So far, these two games this year, has that stat held true?
Well, yeah. They played twice, just once.
Yeah, they already lost to him once. This is the second meeting.
Yeah, it ain't over yet.
You mean to tell me you foreseen Chicago scoring 4 goals here and losing?
Oh,
No.
I've seen them scoring 3 or 4.
And just be, man, I don't know, bud. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, for real here.
Hey, we found out Kevin's a Browns fan through all that anyway.
Hey, Kevin should be a proud Browns fan, in my opinion. They got something to look forward to.
Well, Kevin, I'm a Bengals fan. I look forward to the end of the season more than
Yes, it's been hard being a Bengals fan for the past 17 years.
You just get cheap merchandise when you're a Bengals fan.
But you know one worse than that though, right? Try being a Pirates fan, man. I mean, you grow up being a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, man. You learn to lose and still smile. So, no problem, Kevin. Seriously, and I'm not just saying that. Cleveland has something to look forward to. Baker Mayfield is a great ball player. They got some skill there.
Nick Chubb.
Oh yeah, Nick Chubb, and they got rid of that coach who was I don't know what he was. I don't
Power hungry.
Yeah, man. But whatever. Let's get out of here. Thanks everybody for being on live chat. Appreciate it. All live viewers. Like I said, we're gonna get that shoot maybe tomorrow. Get that drawing, huh?
Yeah, at least by Wednesday. Tomorrow by Wednesday, 1 or 2.
Yeah, something like that. We'll get that drawing taken care of. So give us a thumbs up. Reply. Subscribe to the channel, share our videos, do all that fun stuff. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another video.